Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Matches. If this is your first time here, help the channel by clicking the subscribe button. Ahead of the Summerslam match, Eddie would be in a backstage segment with his wife Vicky, and Vicky would try to reason with Eddie. Eddie would eventually become angry with his wife and Vicky would be sent away. And 25 minutes later, Eddie Guerrero would be the first to make his entrance. Out of the gorilla position, Eddie appears prepared for a fight as the evil gaze meets the audience. At ringside, young Dominic Mysterio is with the social worker. As Eddie enters the ring, Eddie says hi to Dominic. Rey Mysterio, determined to win against Eddie Guerrero, would make his entrance next, consoling his son before heading to the ring. Eddie would then play mind games with Rey, and Eddie would go to Dominic and play nice with the social worker by shaking Mrs. Crabtree's hand. Eddie and Rey stare at each other, carrying the emotional burden of this match. The bell rings. Punches in the corner, Rey goes face first on the corner turnbuckle and suplex on Rey Mysterio. Eddie Irish sweeps Rey reverses leapfrog on Eddie who falls outside. Rey chases Eddie and Rey pays straight into the steel steps. Eddie then takes Rey straight into the ladders on the entryway. Eddie now has the upper hand and Eddie drags the ladder to the ring. Eddie props up the ladder in the middle of the ring and here comes Rey Mysterio. Springboard dropkick on Eddie and Eddie falls down violently. Eddie now procures the second ladder and Eddie uses the ladder to hit Rey. Back in the ring, Eddie pounds Rey counters and Eddie gets sent to the outside. Both men fight for the second ladder and Rey, with a baseball slide on the ladder, takes out Eddie Guerrero. Eddie on the outside holding the ladder. Springboard senton with precision on Eddie. Eddie is down and Rey proceeds to climb the ladder towards the briefcase. Rey is too slow to get up the ladder and Eddie shows up and both men fight on top of the ladder, with Eddie taking the upper hand and reaching for the briefcase. Then Rey recovers with some punches to Eddie's stomach and Eddie drives Rey's head into the ladder. Eddie with a sunset flip on Rey and both men fall to the mat. Eddie then closes the ladder and uses it as a weapon on Rey. Rey holds on to the ladder, struggling to get up. Eddie with a dropkick takes Rey Mysterio. Eddie slams Rey on the ladder. Eddie sandwiches Rey between the two ladders and Eddie sacrifices his back to hurt Rey Mysterio. Eddie then tries to bury Rey with the ladder, and Eddie proceeds to climb towards the briefcase. Rey then pushes his ladder onto Eddie's ladder, and Rey climbs and gets near to punch Eddie. Eddie attempts another sunset flip, and disaster strikes. Both men fall to their doom, managing to escape unscathed from the horrible tumble. Eddie would then set up a ladder on the corner, and as Rey's running towards Eddie, Eddie counters Rey's advance, and Eddie gives an inverted powerbomb on the corner ladder. And now Rey is down, suffering the effects of the corner ladder. Eddie starts to climb the ladder ever so slowly, and young Dominic Mysterio comes to the aid of his fallen father. And Dominic would attempt to shake the ladder, but the ladder fails to move. Eddie catches wind of Dominic's presence, and Eddie attempts to intimidate the young Dominic. Eddie goes full-blown heel on Dominic, and as Eddie coils his hand for a slap, Rey shows up to take the fight to Eddie Guerrero. Irish sweep on Eddie into a back body drop. Rey sets up a ladder on the ropes, and after a brawl, Eddie goes face first into the ladder. Eddie is now draped in the ladder and the second rope for the 619. Eddie falls with the ladder on top, and Rey drops the dime on the ladder and Eddie. Rey props up the ladder and starts to climb and attempt to reach for the briefcase. Eddie gives chase, and now Eddie has Rey on his shoulders. Rey manages to counter with a sunset flip power bomb, and Rey takes out Eddie. Both men are down, and Rey channels his remaining strength to attempt to climb the ladder yet again. And as Rey has a grasp on the ladder, Eddie manages to kick the ladder out from under Rey Mysterio, who's left in a precarious situation dangling on top of the ring. Rey falls, Eddie powerbombs Rey Mysterio, Rey's down, and Eddie traps Mysterio again with the ladder as Eddie climbs the ladder towards the briefcase. As Eddie struggles to release the briefcase, Rey musters his strength and Rey manages to shake the ladder. The tables turn and now Eddie is dangling on top of the ring. Rey manages to take out Eddie from the skies and both men are broken down.
Shame, ladies and gentlemen.
Cole, it was never about.
Let's go! Mysterio's got a leg! Look at Eddie!
Frustrated.
Eddie does his signature offense, the Three Amigos, and for the third amigo, Eddie punishes Rey with a vicious suplex on the unforgiving ladder. Back in the ladder, Eddie is climbing towards the briefcase and Eddie's wife Vicky shows up to try to put some reason into Eddie Guerrero's mind. Eddie shoos his wife away and Vicky pushes the ladder, bringing justice to this match. Eddie falls down and the appreciative Rey Mysterio climbs the ladder towards the custody of his son Dominic. Vicky holds her husband down as Rey manages to grab the briefcase and keep custody of his beloved son. A family reunited and a happy ending to this story.